So, in this video, we're going to talk about the second part, which is E. E stands for embracing the symptoms. Embracing the symptoms may seem like something counterintuitive that I'm asking you to do because when you're going through a panic attack, all the symptoms that you're feeling, they are so intense and they're so uncomfortable, right? At that point, I was ready to do anything if somebody would just make these symptoms go away. And you would say that here I am asking you to embrace the symptoms. So let me break it down for you. What happens is when we are experiencing these symptoms of a racing heart, intense fear, tingling, being absolutely frozen, unable to move, unable to breathe, all of these things, we just want those symptoms to go away immediately. And we're ready to do anything. We almost kind of, except when we are frozen. If you're not frozen, what we start doing is kind of looking for quick fixes. I remember when I would have my panic attacks, and this is before I had read Dr. Claire Week's book. Here's what it would look like. My panic attack would start. I would immediately go and start drinking a lot of water. Then I would open the freezer door and stand in front of the freezer and take ice packs also and put it on my forehead, on my chin, on the nape of my neck. Then I would splash a lot of water on my face and I would go outside and walk on grass. I would not want to be with my kids because they being very small, kids are very demanding. So I would want to be away from them. I would ask somebody else to take over and say, I just need some time away. Either I would go to the room and sit or lie down, or I would go outside and walk, or I would go on to Google, or I would go on to YouTube and look for the quickest hack to make the panic attack go away quickly, or I would do breathing at that time, or I would message a friend saying that, listen, I'm having a panic attack right now, and can you talk to me? Can you be there with me? Because I was so afraid. Now, I was doing all of these things. The problem with doing these things was that I was coming from a space of fear. Doing all these things is not a problem. What are you feeling internally when you're doing these things? If you're feeling intense fear and coming from a place of desperation that just make my panic attack symptoms go away, and you're frantically trying different things, you are not embracing your symptoms. Okay. And because you are so afraid and doing so many things, you're frightening yourself more. You're frightening your body more. You're telling your brain, which is anyway not able to understand, it's thinking that there is some danger and it's randomly giving you panic attack. Maybe there's a danger. That's what your brain thinks when it's temporarily out of order nervous system. It's thinking maybe there's a danger, maybe there isn't. Let's take a chance and let's release those stress hormones. Maybe if there's a danger, we are saving her, right? So it's sending out those large surges of adrenaline and cortisol. Ideally, what I should be doing is staying put, telling my brain in whatever way I can that there is no danger around. I don't need these hormones right now. Thank you for sending them, but I don't need these stress hormones right now because right now there is no danger. We are safe. Relax. Then maybe I can use an ice pack. Then I can go out and walk on grass. I can do any of those things. But when I'm doing it from a space of fear, desperation, wanting the panic attack to go away now, then I'm kind of telling my brain, thank you very much for sending these stress hormones because yes, I am petrified. I am so scared. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm scared, but I'm very, very scared. And the brain thinks, oh, there is danger, more stress hormones. So a panic attack, which would have probably got over in 2 minutes, stretches to 10 minutes, stretches to 30 minutes, stretches to 45 minutes. And then after some time, again there's more panic attacks, again there's more panic attacks, and then you keep getting stuck in this cycle of panic, fear, panic. So that's why you need to find a way to embrace the symptoms. Now, out of this rest method, E and S, that is embracing the symptoms and dealing with the second fear, these are the two critical steps, I would say. Once you're able to understand these two steps and you're able to master these two steps, then panic attacks have no hold over you. You will not be afraid of them. So, in REST, E and S are the most critical steps. Now, when it comes to embracing the symptoms, you've already done your groundwork of recognizing that you have anxiety, recognizing that what is happening to you right now is happening because of anxiety. When it comes to embracing the symptoms, remember a lot of the work of embracing your symptoms is going to happen when you don't have the panic attack. Okay, so it's going to be your homework kind of, that when your panic attack comes next, what am I going to do? I remember I had once asked my friend who had been dealing with panic attacks and anxiety for many years. And she was the first person I asked that what is it that I should do during a panic attack? Please tell me, these feelings are absolutely uncomfortable. And she told me this, that you know what, it's not what you do during the panic attack, it's everything that you will do between two panic attacks that will decide the journey of your anxiety recovery. So you will have to kind of find a way, and I will help you do that. Find a way to be comfortable with those intense symptoms of panic. So when your symptoms come, you are better prepared. When the panic attack comes, you are better prepared to deal with those symptoms. The first thing that you need to do, I believe this is something you would have done, but if you haven't, then I need to talk about it here. The first thing you need to do is get yourself medically evaluated. Okay? Very often, what happens is we are so afraid to get ourselves checked, because when there is anxiety, when there are panic attacks, there is also some amount of health anxiety. And we are afraid to go to the doctor, that what if my fears come true? What if they find some terminal illness or some very life threatening diagnosis? But you will have to go and get yourself tested. You will have to go and get yourself checked, because really this is no way to live, right? You have kept your life on hold just because you have got paralyzed by fear. So you'll have to go to the doctor and get yourself checked. If you're afraid that your panic attack is not a panic attack and it is something related to the heart, then go and get your heart evaluated. Getting all your tests done, getting all your doubts ruled out, getting all your investigations in place, and being told by the doctor that this is nothing but anxiety, but panic attacks, is the first step. Because if there is any doubt in your mind, then you will not be able to embrace the symptoms, you will not be able to sit with it. You will not be able to convince yourself that I am safe. Because what if you're not? What if you still have that doubt? Yes, you may get all the tests done and you may still doubt. But the first step is to get the test done, get everything evaluated. What you will do is go to a physician, get everything evaluated. You may even after that have doubts. So, what you will do is go to a second physician, get everything evaluated by a second physician as well, and after that, you will not get yourself evaluated again. You will not get repeated ECGs done, repeated blood tests done. That is not the loop that you are going to go to. You are going to sit with these reports and accept that yes, I have been told that everything is fine, and indeed everything is fine. So, the first step at embracing your symptoms, you will not be able to embrace your symptoms, and that's not something I'm even going to ask you to do if you have not got medically evaluated. The first step is speak to your physician, get all your blood tests in order, mention all the symptoms that you're going through, and then once you have a clear chit, then you keep that with you as a reminder that yes, I have been told medically that I am fine, and these uncomfortable sensations and feelings and symptoms that I'm experiencing are only being caused due to panic attacks.